All right, everyone, we had a storm perk up a little bit in southern Genesee, northern Oakland County, giving us some stronger wind potential. So inside of that special weather statement for 50-mile-per-hour winds, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning issued. This is for Lake Fenton in southern Genesee, and then northern Oakland, including Groveland, Brandon, Springfield, just to the north, and including a portion of Interstate 75. This is away from M24 and to the north of, well, north of portions of M15. It is including M15 in northern Oakland County and also Interstate 75 here. This is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and small hail potentially coming out of this storm. Holly, Davisburg, Austin Corners, Springfield, Brandon, Groveland, all included in this, as well as Ortonville and over towards Walters and Independence. So every city that I just mentioned included in this severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds and potentially some small hail. This storm re-intensified over the last couple of minutes. It did bring some stronger winds into the Fenton area, and now we're starting to see it cruising on into northern Oakland and eventually southern Lapeer County. Now, Lapeer County, you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning. And I apologize if you hear some additional talking over me. They're doing some checks on the show that we're about to have at 6 p.m. here in the studio. So you'll have to bear with me in any of the noise that is also happening behind me and with this show. But for right now, we are seeing the worst of this storm now moving into portions of Oakland County. I'll show you where the worst of the wind is currently. And you can see it right around the Holly area. That's where we have some of those lighter greens, and that's that indication of potentially upwards of 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is mainly going to stay down here into Oakland County, so Davisburg, Springfield, Austin Corners, Groveland, Brandon, Independence. You are all under the threat of some 60-mile-per-hour winds. We'll put a track on this storm, give you an idea of when the worst of the winds will be heading through the rest of this severe thunderstorm warning. So if it continues to hold its strength, Groveland, you'll see the strongest winds by about 508, 511 into Austin Corners, 518 in Brandon, and 528 over towards Oxford. Now, Oxford, you're not in this severe thunderstorm warning, but it still bears watching because this could continue to intensify or maintain its strength, and then we would likely see an additional severe thunderstorm warning issued for you. But as of right now, there's our box for the severe thunderstorm warning. The reason they issued this was because over the last couple scans, you can see some of those stronger winds. This was back here at 4:55, so about 10 minutes ago, stronger winds started to come out of this storm near the Fenton and Lake Fenton area and then began to cruise on into the Holly region of northern Oakland County. So we have our severe thunderstorm warning that we are going to watch very closely. I'll give you another look at this area. As of right now, the only warning we have in the state of Michigan is our northern Oakland storm. And again, this is for those 60-mile-per-hour winds potentially coming on through and very small hail. If you're just joining us, we have our severe thunderstorm warning. The worst of the storm has moved out of Genesee County, so if you live in the Fenton, Lake Fenton area, your risk has started to subside. The worst of the storm now moving into northern Oakland County. 60-mile-per-hour winds are possible. And as I just mentioned, that severe thunderstorm warning was taken out of Genesee County. So it's now just northern Oakland County. This includes Springfield, Independence, Austin Corners, Brandon, Groveland, and also Holly. Holly, you're seeing the worst of this storm right now. We also are seeing a little bit of an uptick in the radar picture right here towards the Atlas area. So we may be starting to get a core of some stronger winds that could potentially come into Lapeer County. Something that we will watch. As of right now, don't have any issuance of a severe thunderstorm warning or even a special weather statement, but whenever you see those radar returns getting into the darker reds and magentas, that's an indication not only of very heavy rain, but potentially some stronger winds that could begin to form. Worst of the winds right now, moving through the Holly area currently. We will likely see those jumping over towards Springfield, Austin Corners, Groveland within the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then up here where we had that greater radar return near the Atlas area, winds are pretty minimal, so that's good news there. For the rest of the area, going up here into the thumb, we have a lot of lightning and very heavy rainfall. We also do have a special weather statement here into the thumb for 40-mile-per-hour winds and potentially some smaller hail. That is going to be until 5:15 local time. As you can see, that cell is continuing to push on off to the north and go towards Lake Huron. There may be a couple lake breeze boundaries that these storms are attaching themselves to and giving us a little bit heavier of a rainfall and some thunder and lightning, but as of right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings there. The worst of the storms right here in northern Oakland County. We're going to watch and see if any extension happens into Lapeer County and what these storms are able to do further on off to the north. Back behind this wave, it looks as though a lot of our area will continue to clear out for the rest of the evening. So once you're done with any thunderstorms, once you're done hearing thunder and lightning, you'll be good for the rest of the evening. Still watching this storm in northern Oakland County. Another update for those of you still continuing to watch or monitor and those just joining us. We still have our severe thunderstorm warning here for Oakland County until 6 p.m. I would say this storm is going to outrun that time frame and get into portions of Oakland off to the east and maybe even Macomb County before 6 o'clock, just with how quickly it is moving. It's almost towards the edge of our severe thunderstorm warning, and it's only 5:12. So the potential is there that this storm moves into the rest of Oakland County and eventually Macomb County by 6, and we see an extension of either a special weather statement or a severe thunderstorm warning potentially. All right, everyone, while I get ready for the show, we're going to end this stream. If you are under that severe thunderstorm warning, so right here into Oakland County, just know 60-mile-per-hour winds are possible for you. And, you know, even though it is in effect until 6 o'clock, I would say this storm will be over towards Oxford, Orion, Oakland, and Addison within the next half an hour or so. So for all of northern Oakland County, even if you're not in this severe thunderstorm warning, make sure you're taking this storm seriously, as we could have some 60-mile-per-hour winds bringing some damage to trees, power lines, things like that, across many locations here in northern Oakland County.